Everybody, my name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto Under 20. And sometimes I have to laugh at the faces, the snapshot that YouTube gives me when it uploads one of my videos. I mean, it's like, this woman looks impaired. Oh well. So, how are you today? It is Saturday, July 15th, halfway through this month. Where did it go? I'm glad that you're watching and you're here. I just got back from my meeting and I'm debating whether to hit the stores. It's like the 5th day of clouds here on the Cape. I'm glad I didn't spend $3,000 for my summer rental to go to the beach to get a tan. The merchants must be happy though. So, are you doing your keto? Are you doing your keto, excuse me, are you doing your keto under 20? Is it working for you? I love my keto under 20. Although, true confession, I think I've had a little too much animal protein the last couple of days. Yeah. So today I'm having I'm having my egg Charisse cheese charred. That's funny. Lots of C's. Breakfast or for my first meal, and I'm not having as much Charisse as I've been having. Yeah. And then today, for dinner, I'm just having I got some portobello mushrooms, and I'm going to put a Kobe beef patty that I got at Stop and Shop that I'm going to cook in my cast iron, and I'm going to put that on top of that portobello that I'll saute gently in butter with a piece of cheese melted over it, with a salad, a big salad. And I threw out a bag of organic lettuce that I got at Stop and Shop. They're just, I don't think they really care. I just don't. It tasted bitter, brand new. Brand new. And of course, where's the receipt? Yeah, I'm not going there. You know how that goes. So I'll just buy a different brand than their Nature's Promise, but they give you one choice there. And they kind of, hostage you into buying their brand of Nature's Promise. And it's just not that good. My favorite is Foxy Lady Organic is really, really good, and so is Pacific, I think it is, if you can find it. So that's my dilemma of the day. And so I'm loving my under 20. It seems to be working for me, and I'm still working on the freezer. And last year at the farmer's market, I bought 2 grass-fed, or I should say more than 2, but it's the last 2 that I found in the downstairs upright freezer. That reminds me of George Carlin when he was talking about, please put forward your upright trays and secure them, or something like that. Remember that when he was talking about the trays on the airplane seats? And so they're both over £1 each. So we'll cook them and have leftovers for the week, but they are grass-fed ribeyes from a farm in Vermont. So I look forward to having those. But yes, I am working on my freezers. Good girl that I am. It's scheduled to come Tuesday, and today is Saturday, so it's getting there. So what is new for you guys today in your keto food plan? Have you added any new veggies? Have you taken out any things that you keep this old harpy talking, you hear her talking about here and other places? I love it when I walk in the morning. I just kind of listen to people I haven't listened to before, and I always get new insight. It's just a trip. This keto thing is just a trip. So many newbies with their YouTube channels and 30 days in and how they're doing, and they're young, and so the stuff seems to melt off of them a whole lot different than us old people, where we've damaged our metabolisms for decades, and it just takes a while to heal. I don't know if you feel healing like I do, but it came in immediate benefits of just the mood and the sleep. And not so much the scale. The scale is really hard to get, I think I must be on maintenance or something, or either that or it's like a 6-month stall. but I'm not going anywhere. And in my Men's Health, there was this article in the, I think it's it's July, August 2017, and it is, I didn't like that guy. And the title of this is Weight Loss, How to Hack Your DNA, Go Green, and Eat Smart, How to Turn Off Your Fat Switch. And it's written by a woman named Sarah, with an H, like me. And, you know, some of us have the DNA that you can't deny, you just have to work around. And so it says, early in the day, your body runs on an internal clock, which is why you feel like crap when you wake up at the wrong time. Have you ever done that? Oh, it's brutal. This clock ticks in every cell of your body and influences your metabolism, as well as your sleep habits. And there was a study, of course studies, you know, found that overweight people who carried a certain variant of a gene associated with obesity lost more weight when they ate lunch earlier in the day. And the earlier they took their midday meal, the better the results. Well, I do my bulletproof coffee, and then, you know, around between 11 and 12, I will make my first meal of the day, which is that egg thing that I was talking about. Then it says, increase your workload. Take a cue from the Amish on this one. And one of you, Brenda, says you've got an Amish farm stand right down the street from where you live. And you've got a relative that raises chickens and you get the eggs. You are one lucky ducky. In a landmark study of Old Order Amish community, researchers at the University of Maryland concluded that a lifestyle with an abundant physical work may help offset the impact of carrying risky variants of a certain gene. And how the men there burn an extra 900 calories a day doing things the old-fashioned way. Isn't that incredible? So it says that some people say, just if you say keto and their eyes glaze over, just say it's very similar to the Mediterranean diet, because everybody's heard about that. In fact, I was interested in doing it because they were allowing a certain type of bread. Isn't that funny? Oh, speaking of that, did any of you see Dr. Oz with that Dr. Stephen Gundy, G-U-N-D-Y? And he's got a very provocative take on things, and he has a book that's come out, and I have seen a couple of the YouTubers have interviews with him, Dr. Stephen Gundy, G-U-N-D-Y, and some of the different things is that people do better with white rice than brown rice, and people do better with sourdough bread, and then next in line is white bread, and then third in line is wheat bread, and then a whole bunch of fruits we shouldn't be having. And Dr. Oz was holding an apple, and Dr. Gundy said, that's toxic. It's toxic to your body. So it was very, very interesting take. So look for Stephen Gundy. Maybe this is your weekend homework, although this won't air until after the weekend, maybe for next weekend. And see what you think. I guess because of the book, he's making the tour of interviews with people, but it certainly sounds fascinating. And so I don't know. I don't think he's keto, but you know, with Dr. Oz, you never know what he's got going, because today's answer to your diet is going to be erased tomorrow, because he'll have tomorrow's answer to your diet, and it usually goes like that. But yeah, so Dr. Stephen Gundy. I will not be buying white rice or brown rice, white sourdough or whole wheat bread anyway. My body seems to have adapted very nicely to keto with no sugars, grains, or fruits. I'm waiting for my raspberry bush to have raspberries again. It had it that one day, and then I left a lot of them on the vine for Greg, and I thought he ate them because all of the other ones were gone the next day, and it must have been an animal. Talk about low-hanging fruit that they got. So that's it for me from here. a silly little article and then look for Dr. Stephen Gundy and see what he has to say. Very provocative. I listened to yet another podcast of somebody reviewing What the Health, the Netflix documentary about eating vegetarian. As you get to the end, you realize, but first they have to bash a few people, and where they get their funding from, which is always suspect. It's just very, very interesting. And it just feels like there's a lot of pressure all around with different food plans. I'm sticking with my keto. I like my under 20. I love my fats. And I'm not going anywhere. So there. If you want consistency, tune in again and you'll find the same thing the next day on Pearls of Wisdom and Food. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto Under 20, for another wonderful day. Bye-bye for now.